Hey Highlanders, I'm Gabe.
And I'm Nate.
The quarter ends this week, but don't worry, WMHS News is still here.
And on that note, let's get into today's news.
Tomorrow is finally the last day of the quarter, and we will have Wednesday off because it is a teacher workday and also Lunar New Year, so everyone has something to look forward to. Now let's go to Henry and Eva with sports.
I'm Eva.
And I'm Henry.
And we're here with the McLean Sports. Tonight, girls and boys varsity basketball has a doubleheader versus Marshall with the girls at 5:45 and boys at 7:30.
And in the professional sports world and conference championship weekend, the Philadelphia Eagles bested the Washington Commanders with a final score of 55-23. The Eagles will play in the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs, who beat the Buffalo Bills with a nail-biting victory of 32-29. The Super Bowl will be on February 9th.
That's it for Sports Highlanders.
Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Henry and Eva. I think you guys can tell who I was rooting for in the Commanders game. In other news, if you're interested in taking a gap year after graduation, FCPS School Counseling Services and Go Overseas will co-host the annual FCPS Gap Year Fair tomorrow from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at Marshall High School. Check out Dr. Riley's Monday message for a link to register.
Submit any form of writing or art to be considered for publication in the Tartan Literary Magazine. This includes fiction, essays, poetry, plays, paintings, drawings, digital art, sculptures, musical compositions, and anything else you can create. QR codes are up in English and art classrooms for submissions, or you can go to the link below. Submissions are in service hours for National Art Honor Society and National English Honor Society. Submissions are due by February 21st, so you can get them in as soon as possible for a chance to see your work in print. Now let's go to Julie with our fun facts of the day.
Hello Highlanders, it's Julie with today's fun facts. Today is January 27th, and it's National Chocolate Cake Day. Did you know the first chocolate cake recipe was published in the 17th century? Before this, chocolate was only consumed as a beverage. Even though it has been around for a long time, the first boxed cake mix was released in the 1920s. So grab a slice, and that's it for today. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Julie. You know, I might have to celebrate later.
Yeah, I'm fighting the urge to get some cake too.
Speaking of fighting, let's go to Arton, Jith, and Justin with news about the wrestling team's duel during school.
The McLean High wrestling team hosted Yorktown in the annual Duel During School. Hundreds of students left their 6th period classes to watch the Highlanders take on Yorktown in the much anticipated return of the event.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just a great opportunity for our wrestlers to really showcase their talents in front of our school. A lot of times, unfortunately, not a lot of kids come to our events. It's a great opportunity for the whole school to see how good they are and how hard they compete. All the credit goes to Coach Jackson. It's his idea years back, and we've been able to do it a few times. So all the credit goes to him and obviously Dr. Riley for allowing us to do it during the school day.
McLean jumped out to a quick lead with a couple forfeits and a dominant win from J.K. Daly by pin. The Highlanders tried to ride their momentum, but a couple wins by Yorktown put McLean in a tough spot. With a score within 5 points, it all came down to a duel between Yorktown's 185-pound wrestler and McLean freshman Evan Hurlins. The battle was close and both wrestlers were doing well, but towards the end of the second period, Hurlins was able to begin to dominate. By winning his match, Hurlins had confirmed the victory for the Highlanders against their district rival, Yorktown.
Thanks. We won districts last year, looking to win again and win regionals this year. Our team's looking good.
I think the team did very good overall. We got a lot of good matches, strong wrestlers, so I think we did. I love Duel During School. I think it's super good to bring the wrestling to the rest of the school because they don't get to see it much, so it's important.
After a couple more exciting fights, including the start of McLean's girls wrestling program against Yorktown, the Highlanders were able to claim victory at the end.
Yeah, obviously great. We got the victory. Yorktown's always a tough team and usually really good at wrestling, so it's obviously a good victory for the Highlanders.
Taking down for WMHS News, this has been Arten Savai, Justin Saden, and Jith Sequeira.
Wow, looks like an interesting event. In other interesting news, let's go to Zach with the weather for this week.
I'm here with your weather. We'll see a bit of 40s and low 50s this week. On Wednesday will be an ideal day off. However, some showers on Friday will wash some of that warmth away for the weekend. That's for your forecast. Now back to you, Gabe.
Thanks, Zach. That's all for today's show.
You can submit announcements for the next news show at the link below. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Instagram for up-to-date news and announcements. Have a majestic Monday, McLean.